So today we're going to be talking about addition and subtraction of integers. Now, you need to recall that an integer can be positive, and when we talk about positive, what we're talking about is greater than 0, okay? When it's negative, it can be less than 0, okay? So we get less than 0. All right, so let's talk about addition of integers. So a number line can be used to add integers. So to add a positive integer, you move to the right. To add a negative integer, you move to the left. What does that mean? Let's have a look over here. So if I put a number line across like this, and I go, my 0 is there, and I go -1, -2, -3, and I go 1, 2, oops, that's 2, 3. What it's saying is if I start here and I add 3, I go 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm heading in that direction. Now, if I start at, let's quickly draw that another one like that. Oh God, very straight line, I know. -1, -2, -3. 1, 2, 3. If I start at 2, okay, and I add a negative integer, I'm actually going this direction. So if I said 2 minus 3, I'm going 1, 2, 3. So my answer would be here. So I'm heading in the left direction. If I'm adding a positive, I'm heading in the right direction. Okay, I'm going to give you some tricks to do with that in a little bit. But so let's have a quick look at this part up here. Is positive or negative integers being added below? So in A, I'm going to which direction? I'm going in the left direction. So I'm adding a negative. Okay. Now let's look at B. Which direction am I going? I'm moving to the right. So I'm going in a positive direction. All right. Let's move on to subtraction of integers. So subtraction of integers, we're subtracting a number gives us same results as adding its opposite. What does that mean? That's a little bit hard sometimes to think through properly. Let's have a look at some rules you can follow, which gives that a bit more sense for you. Okay, so there's these 4 rules when it comes to this sort of thing. If I'm going a minus, I'm subtracting a positive, I get a negative answer. Okay, if I'm adding a negative, I get a negative number there. If I'm minusing, subtracting a minus, I get a positive. If I'm adding and adding, I get a positive. Another way to think of it is if I've got if the signs are different, you get a negative. You get, get a negative. All right. However, if signs are the same, you get positive. Okay, what does that really mean? Let's have a look. In my first examples, I've got 4 examples here. This is the part I'm talking about. Okay, so I'd write that as 5. If I've got a minus and a plus there, I look at my little rules to follow up the top. A minus and a plus, that's this one. So that's going to give me negative. So I'm going to go 5 minus 3. Okay, and the answer would be 2. Here, I've got a minus and a minus, so that becomes a positive, so it becomes 7 plus 5 equals 12. This one here, a plus and a minus, gives me a plus, so it's 9 plus 1 equals 10. This one, minus and a minus again, I've got this part here, so I get a positive, so it's going to be 15 plus 2 equals 17. Okay, now I'm going to go over a quick example here. What if I said, okay, I said I've got 3 minus 5. What's the answer? Okay, have a little bit of a think. Okay, let's think that through. This is the one where you might need a number line to work it out until you get used to the idea. So what it is I've got a number line, 0, 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3, so minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So what it's saying is I'm starting at 3, I'm going this way with 5. So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's how we work something like that out. We can go negative. So the answer to that would be negative 2. Okay, keep that in mind. Or alternatively, if I had something like minus 1 plus 9, what I'm going to have to do there is an even bigger line. Go 0, I'm going to go, where am I? I'm going to say minus 1. I'll just put minus 2 there, minus 3. We're going to start at 1, so I won't put them all. Then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa. Okay. I start here. Because I'm plussing, I go that direction. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So my answer here would be 8. Okay? Okay, so calculate the following. So doing similar problems to the one I had before, I want you to give these a go. Once you do that, I'm going to quickly give the answers, but I'm not going to go through them. And then I want you to give me what you think the answer is for this. Same thing, you put in as an answer, and then I'll quickly give you the answer. I'll go through that one. So I'll give you a moment. Okay, welcome back. So 2 minus 5 is going to be minus 3. Minus 3 minus 6 is going to be minus 9. 5 minus minus 3, remember that becomes a positive, becomes 8. Minus 5, that becomes a positive again, remember. So it's minus 5 plus 4 becomes minus 1. Remember, that can start, just because you start a negative, you can go more negative. Okay. A news flashing Freezonia announced that there had been a record drop in the temperature overnight at 6 p.m. The temperature was at 10. So let's start at 10. Okay. And by 4 a.m. it had fallen 25 degrees. So it's gone this direction, 25. Okay. So it's subtracted 25. So what is the temperature at 4 a.m.? Well, one way to think of it is to go from 10, so let's make this 0 here. So go from 10 to 0, I've subtracted 10. This part here, subtracted 10. That means I've got another 15 to go. So that means I'm going from here, this direction, minus 15. And what that will mean is that is your answer. So your answer here will be minus 15 degrees Celsius. Okay, thank you. Bye.